Hi, friends. Teresa Phelps Martin unrolling her mat. And Lulu doing a downward dog for you. Pardon me for pulling it together. So, here we are. Can you see Lulu? Actually, thank you, Lulu, for being there. I gotta adjust something. Look, my Pilates ring is over there. Should I use it? Nah. Okay, Teresa Phelps Martin in the Soulfully You virtual space. And stoking the flame. We have fire and we have air. And it's really important to breathe into the light of your heart right now. There's this meditation where you light a candle and you stare at the flame. So it's an eyes open meditation. Good morning, Pat. And in that eyes open meditation, you just stare at the flame of the candle. It's really cold today in Louisville, Kentucky. So we were talking last night about having a fire in the fireplace. And that, if you've ever sat in front of a fire, right, it's captivating. It pulls you in. It's like, if you've ever been camping or at a bonfire or anything of the like, it's just, you just kind of sit and stare at the fire. It's a really ancient practice. And so I want us to be in that energy today of, we're in this lunar cycle that is the closing eclipse of an 18-month journey. But eclipses, we ended a 19-year cycle, so a new moon eclipse also begins a new 19-year cycle. It is about that energy of trusting all that's changing and coming at a higher angle. And this is the great thing about astrology, is it pulls you out of the commotion of you and brings you to a higher vantage point to embrace all of you, your whole self, even the energetic parts of you. So with this fire energy and air energy of stoking the flame, we want to breathe life into that vitality. And fires burn, but they also create energy, right? So the fire, the flame, it just holds so much significance and ritual. So if you haven't, give yourself permission to write out something that you're ready to throw into the fire pit, that you're ready for it to burn up and give the flame of your heart energy. So as we move today, we're going to really be in the heart space, right? Sag rules the hips and the thighs. Aquarius rules the nervous system. So these are the fire and air energy. It's where I source the practice. So if we have the heart and the nervous system, and our heart and hips, so we'll definitely get into the hips and legs, don't worry. We're also in the waning energy, so it's about receiving. Once we have the full moon, the energy will be about releasing. I don't know if I'm gonna pre-record classes. I don't know if I have time. I do know that come December 22nd, just after the full moon and the eclipse, I will not be able to teach with surgery. So sometimes we need direction and having things to do to keep us occupied and present and centered, but also all of that can be overwhelming. So today, for certain, we're in that ability to gain momentum and really the faith and the trust. So if we breathe into the fire of our hearts, so if you think about the breath, it allows the heart to beat. the heart beats, it circulates the blood. The blood then carries this ability for the circuitry of the nervous system to operate. And our nerves are also related to our breath, and our breath is related to our emotions. So if our nervous system is highly agitated, we lose our way, right? Okay, so let's begin. We're gonna stand at the top edge of our mat, and we're gonna start with just a simple meditation / prayer to really invoke the heart, and then we'll move. And there will be twists, there will be hip openers, those things I know for sure, and the really insulating the nervous system. Okay. And if you're caught off guard, I'm having surgery on December 22nd. That's going to take a little while to recover from. So breathing, so it's personal. Breathing, stoking the flame of the heart is my request that you breathe in that light, not just for yourself, but those you love, and I will receive any extra vitality and future vision for me. I appreciate it. So standing at the top edge of your mat, call on the highest. Divine Mother and Father, the cosmos, spirit of the highest lights. We bring down a divine ray. And we remind ourselves as we stand here in this moment that we stand in that energetic field. Whether you're watching live or the replay, we're standing in that energetic field together. Because in that energetic realm, there's no such thing of the construct of time. That is man-made. That is human-made. And as we stand in that energetic realm, we can breathe into the great life, the spark, the divine spark of our own hearts. Inhale, receiving, and exhaling, releasing. And we stand breathing together. We stand feeling the circulation of energy, of breath, of oxygen, of life force, that which is vital to our survival. And we breathe into the beat of our own heart that beats with the collective. We feel the corners of our being, our hips and our shoulders. And that energy that extends outward, our arms and our legs. And the connection to our spine, our nervous system, our circulatory system. That blood that travels through, carrying that life force, that vitality, that essence into every cell of our being, providing renewal and resilience. We draw a circle around our collective energy and our individual nature. Full breath in. At the top of the inhale, pause. And just honor that fullness of life within you. Receiving and surrendering to this opportunity. And then exhaling, opening your mouth. And releasing, and then inhaling in again. Receiving that renewal, that energy, that sustenance. Exhaling, releasing. One more time, inhaling and pausing and honoring your own intention. Intention to trust all that's changing, all that's shifting, even with each breath. our infrastructure shifts. And then exhaling all the way out. You're gonna bend your knees, hinge at the hips, touch the earth, and then open your eyes, feeling how much that changes your experience, looking to the earth. Relax the neck and jaw. Inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, find length. And exhale, bow. Inhale, find length. Exhale, step back with the left foot. High lunge, low lunge, it's up to you. We're still in new moon energy, so I'm gonna stay low. Shoulders to your back, arms by your sides, connected to that core. Feel the stretch in the thigh. Shoulders hugging into the back body to support the heart, and then lean in. Full breath in and a full breath out. Exhale the hands to the earth. Back knee lifts. Pull the hips up towards the sky. Just extend through that front leg. Full inhale in. Exhale, lunge. Climb that left leg parallel. Circle the ankle. 3 times in one direction. 3 times in the other. And then as you exhale, curtsy. Cross the legs. Tuck the back toes. Lean into that foot and just bring your hands together in front of the center of the forehead. Big breath in. Full breath out. And then inhale. Pull the left foot up. Thighs parallel. Ground the foot beneath you and bow. Inhale, spine's long, open the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Feel the structure of you, your bones, not just your nerves and your blood. Knee comes to the earth, ground in, hug in, draw in. Inhale, rise up into that lunge, shoulders to your back. Whew. Hugging in, chorus in, hug that energy together, feel the strength. Open the throat, open the heart. So there's this activating energy, like the perseverance to be able to surrender. How potent is that? And then exhale. You're honoring your body, your being. Inhale the knee out. Lift up. Draw the energy of the legs together. Soften. Breathe. Be. And believe. Such season fire, beautiful fire is so much about the belief, right? Lift the back leg up, circle the ankle. A few times in one direction, a few times in the other. Release the circle of the ankle, and then you're going to curtsy, the knees cross, right? Draw into the belly. Thighs are hugging in, so you're waking the hips up. You just bring the foot to the ground. You're on the ball of the foot, knees are bent, elbows wide, you're bowing forward, the hands to the center of the forehead. Big inhale in, big exhale out. Get a little love, Lulu love, we're sending it your way. And then come back up. Stop. Come back up, thighs parallel, draw into the core, and then bring the foot to the earth, bow. Inhale, finally. Oh, you silly girl. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees. We're going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Feel this articulation of the spine, the central nervous system. Arms go wide. Big, full breath in. Exhale the hands to your heart. Pause here. Notice what happens when you get your heart beating, your blood flowing. So breathe into this beat. Deep inhale in, exhale, hinge at the hips, touch the earth, open the eyes. Finally, through the spine, big full breath in. Exhale, bow down. So Lulu's co-teaching. I can't step back. So we're going to bend our knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Hug the legs together, hug the outer hips together. Palms come together, center of the forehead. Deep breath in. Shoulders sweep back. Rib cage drawing in. Thighs are moving back. Outer hips are hugging in. Lulu move. Step the foot back. High lunge. Inhale the arms up overhead. Full breath in. Full breath step it forward. Bend the knees, shoulders to your back, draw into the core. Inhale, glide. So your inner thighs lead back, the waistline leads back. Hips are square. Inhale, the arms overhead. High lunge. Enjoy that connection to being you. And then step it forward. Both feet to the ground. Here, Lou, you can chill a bit. Both feet to the ground, hands in front of the heart. Hug into that center. Your strength. Rise all the way up. Full breath in. Exhale, the arms go wide. Clasp the hands behind you. Shoulders to the back. Opening up. Hinge at the hips. Fold all the way over. Inhale, find length. And exhale, bend the knees. Finally, downward facing dog. I'll step around, Lulu. Find both feet, both hands. Spread through your fingers. Lift through the core. Soften the heart. Then bend your knees. As you bend your knees, draw into the belly. Roll your heels over to the right. Just wake up that outer left side. Inhale through the center. Roll your heels to the left. Waking up that right side. Inhale, come back through the center. Come forward, plank. Knees high or low, all the way to the earth. Feet point back, hands go wide, elbows lift. Shoulders into the back. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, bow. 2 more times. Elbows are high. So many people, when I was teaching in person, their elbows drop down, and then they come up and their shoulders are up to the ears. You gotta flip it. Elbows lift, shoulders are drawing into the heart, core is drawing in. Full breath in. Exhale, bow down. Feet are grounded, thighs are even engaged. Shoulders to your back. Inhale, curl out. Gecko Cobra is so profoundly potent and accessible. Exhale, bow down. Hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Push the knees to the ground. Inhale, rise up. A tucked-toed child's pose. Okay, toes tucked under. Wake up the nerves of the feet. Come up onto your fingertips. Soften the area in the shoulders. Woo, deep breath in. Breathe into that heart space. Deep breath out. Another inhale in. Full breath out. Ground the hands. Knees pull up off the ground. Pull into the center. Exhale it back. Downward dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Bend the knee. Lift through the inseams of the legs first, so you can find the hip square and the alignment, and then open the hip. Move from that thigh bone. It's not through that left side. Move from that thigh bone. Big full breath in. Straighten the leg. Circle the ankle. And then exhale. Step it all the way through. Pivot the back heel. Warrior 2. Peace, friends. I told you, fire and air. When you see fire and air, there's movement, especially when we're on this side of the moon. Interlace your fingers, thumbs up, elbows wide. Pull in. So if you need to bend the knee, really ground the feet, pull in, wake the inner thighs up, but hug the outer hips. Lunge into that front leg. So you're feeling your back thigh, you're feeling your front thigh. Hands are woven in front of the heart. Elbows are bent, shoulders are to the back. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, bend the back knee. Inhale, straighten the back leg. Exhale, bend the front knee. Right, so we're just gonna inhale, lift. It's awkward, this move, I know. So only go as deep as you need to. Inhale is gonna lift you up. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bending. Be aware, your knee tracks in the same direction your foot is pointed. So if it's your back left foot, your knee points the same direction as your left toes. If it's your front right, it points in the same direction as your right toes. Trust in the process. Exhale, that should be 5. Lunge in, elbow to the thigh. Push down so you get the shoulders into the back. Draw into the core, hug the outer hips, and then stretch the arm by your ear. Deep, full breath in, and a full breath out. Stoke the flame of your heart. Breathe right into that heart. The fire that roots down and the volume that rises up. And then exhale, hand to the earth. Spin the back heel. Shift the weight forward. Back legs parallel. Pull the energy of the legs together. Square it off. Draw into the belly. Elbows go wide. So you're here. Okay, that outer right hip is wrapping back. And as it wraps back, draw into the core. Back legs parallel. You're going to lift the heart up. Draw into the core more. So get buoyant into the back body. If you can, hands come to heart center, warrior three. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Drawing in, shoulders to your back. Find that length. And then exhale, ground the foot. Root the heel into the ground. Pull into that center. Virabhadrasana 1. Deep breath in. Connected breath out. Shift the weight. Inhale the knee up. Cross the leg over. Left elbow under the right. Eagle arms. Eagle legs. Eagle pose. So that fixed air energy of Aquarius is really that plane flying high above, wanting to come in for a landing, right? But it's got to see the weather. It's got to see the landscape. Open the knee wide, elbows go wide, just like the eagle. Draw in, sit a little deeper. So it's a hip opener. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, rise all the way up. Both feet to the ground, arms up overhead. Stand tall. Exhale, return the hands to your heart. Breathe into that fire, that flame. Notice where your awareness is getting pulled. Exhale out completely. Release your hands. Clasp them behind you, shoulders to your back. So when your shoulders go to the back, make sure you're not spilling all this energy of the belly. Wrap it in. Hug, lift the butt up to your sit bones. Draw the core in. So the pubic bone's lifting to the belly button. The outer hips are drawing to the navel. The rib cage is drawing down towards the navel. The sides of the body are also hugging towards the hips. Then the shoulders hug in and lift you up out of that fire of engagement, opening the throat, looking to that higher energy, and then bend the knees, hinge at the hips, fold all the way forward. Release the hands. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bow. Step back. Downward dog. Push to your hands. Draw through the core. Find the feet, bend the knees, roll over towards the left. Inhale through the center, roll over towards the right. Inhale, come back through the center. Find your plank. Knees high or low. Shoulders to your back. Yes, I'm celebrating that I can do that right now. Feet point back, hands go wide, elbows rise. So the shoulders are drawing in, core is lifting up, and then you curl up out of that fire, right? You breathe into the flame of the heart. You bow into it, you honor it. And then inhale, rise up again. Feeling the whole body connection. Exhale, bowing. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, fold. Hands under your shoulders. Knees push down. Rise up onto your hands and knees. Pull the waistline back. Pull the thighs back. A tuck-toed child's pose. It's not really child's pose, right? It's pretty active. Find the fingertips, elbows lift, shoulders off the back. Ground the hands, look to your fingers. Take in the bigger picture. Knees lift, pull through the core, downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. So bend the knee, square the hips off. Get that core connected. And then open the hip. My left hip won't open much right now. Draw into the belly, then stretch the legs straight. Exhale, step it through. The heel pivots. Inhale, warrior two. Interlace the fingers. So check in with your feet, your foundation. Your plant that is like tipping over. So there we go. It's up on the ledge. It's funny. Okay, I got it off the ledge, but I'm not going to mess with it. So here we are. Interlace the fingers. Elbows wide. Shoulders to your back. So bend the back knee. Feel your stance. Your glutes are working. Your thighs are working. Your core is working. Your shoulders are to your back. Then extend the inner thigh back. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, bend the back knee. Inhale, leg straightens. Exhale, knee bends. Inhaling, straightening. Exhale, bending. Feeling the rhythm that you're stoking that flame. You're feeling the movement from your core, from your heart, through the inner thighs, through your foundation, through your outer hips. Exhale, lunge. Elbow comes to the thigh. Push down, so you pull the ribs up, reconnect to your legs, shoulders come to your back, and then stretch the arm by your ear. Anytime we can get into poses differently, we find new ways of being. And we still arrive. And so we build our ability to trust. Exhale the hand to the earth. Spin the back heel up. Shift the weight forward. So find that leg. Okay? Bend the knees if need be. Get that outer thigh to wrap. Inner thighs moving back. Find the fingertips. The right leg kicks back. The foot kicks down. The hips draw in. Draw into your core. Ribs are drawing towards the hips. Hands come to your heart. Big in the hamstring. Shoulders are to the back. So we find our way from the ground up. Warrior three. Not so easy. And then inhale, come up. Knee comes forward, leg crosses. Garudasana. Perched high. Gaining that perspective. Breathing into the flame of your heart, your essence, your divine spark. And then inhale, knee goes wide, elbows go wide. Sit a little deeper. Hello, hips. Inhale, rise up. Both feet to the earth. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe. Allow the breath to be. Oops. I forgot something, didn't I? Okay, here we go. Exhale the foot back, warrior one. Just step it back. Inhale the arms overhead. Love how I get those little subliminal messages. Inhaling all the way in. And exhaling out. Hands to the earth. Step it forward. Fold over. It's funny because in the flow, it's like I cannot believe I'm transitioning on my left leg from warrior three to eagle pose. It's just a testament for a moment, like in the change, in when the foundation is rocky. Stay steady in your light. Breathe into it. Believe in it. Trust in it. It comes back. It comes back. Hands to your shins. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bow. Inhale, find length. Heel to the feet apart. I am going to use a block and come into a squat. And as you find that squat, find your feet, elbows to your thighs. Breathe in into that exquisite love. Breathe into what is here for you now. If you're not on a block, you can just be in a squat. If you're not on a block as well, you're gonna do this just seated. Okay, step the left foot forward, the right knee comes in. If you're doing yoga at home, order blocks. They're not that expensive. We need them. And they give you opportunity, right? I didn't like them for a long time, but they really do give you opportunity. So hands come around the eye of the knee, shoulders drawn to the back. This is where I'm gonna need 2 blocks. Actually, no, I'm gonna do this without. Shoulders come into the back. You're gonna draw the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, draw the core in, draw the shoulders back, twist. Right, so it's just getting the hips elevated enough, which is really helpful if you have long legs. Some of us do. So it gives the hips more room. And breathing. So obviously, if you were sitting on your hips, you would just do a regular Ardha Matsyendrasana, a twist with bent knees. Full breath in and a full breath out. And then inhale, come forward. We're gonna stand into that left foot, right? And then glide the left leg back. So we come into Pigeon Pose. You don't have to have blocks. Mine are just here, so I'm gonna use them. Obviously, my hands would be on the earth otherwise. And I would have just swung my leg around back. Finding your way, legs pull together, draw into the core, shoulders drawn to the back, and rise up. And as you rise, find that length. Right, I'm gonna go higher with my legs, bring my hips to a higher volume. Elbows come out to the side, shoulders drawn to the back. If possible, arms overhead. If not possible, bring the blocks by your sides or hands to your hips, or come back to that spot we were before. The other option is to clasp your hands behind you. Full breath in, full breath out. Exhale out completely. Hands come to the earth. Back knee lifts. Draw the knee up and in. Lift the leg up. If you want it, flip it over into Wild Thing. I'm going to come into just a diva side plank. Full breath in. Full breath out. Exhale, move it back. Downward dog. Walk to the front edge. Find both feet. Bow. Find length. Open heart. Folding over. Inhale, find length again. Heel toe the feet apart. Exhale all the way back into that squat. Block or no block. Pause. Adjust your feet, adjust your legs. Enjoy. Keep the flame alive through your triumphant breath. And then open the eyes. Left foot comes in, right leg comes in front. Hug the outer hips, anchor. Find the length through the spine, shoulders to your back. Left elbow is going to come to the outside of the right knee. Both shoulders, so that right arm has to draw back. Outer right hip anchors down, spine's long as you twist. inhale in, grateful breath out. Inhale back through the center. So you're going to lean forward, right? Maybe that right leg just swings all the way around. Otherwise, you lean forward, glide it back, pigeon pose. Right? Find that volume, find that height. I'm using blocks to give, again, room for the hips, room for the pelvis to really allow for all the healing and devotion I've given to reclaiming after this journey, God, since July. And even before July, but I started physical therapy in July, and thank God I did. So I have this strength back. So then you find yourself where you need to be. Do your arms open up and find length, arms overhead, or do they come back behind you? Wherever you go, honor the breath. Honor your being and be. And then free. Hands come to the earth, back knee lifts, knee comes to the heart, you sweep the leg up, flip it over, right? I'm just gonna come into that diva side plank. Enjoying your breath in, as well as the breath out. And then hands to the earth, flip it back over, downward dog. There's even a flame flying overhead right now. Exhale the knees to the earth. Move back, child's pose. Inhale, come up onto your hands and knees. Climb your knees forward. Come into a little seat, right? We're really just gonna come lying down. So however you need to move to being reclined, you can move there. So in our journey so far, we've used our core, we've opened our shoulders, we've opened our hips, right? But you still have to honor where you are. I'm going to take a block with me. Both blocks with me. Find yourself on the ground, your head, your shoulders, your hips, your feet. The beat of your heart, the flow of blood. The stability of the earth and the expansion of the heavens above. Feet are going to ground down. Inhale your hips up. Bridge pose. I'm choosing bridge on a block. You choose what serves you. You get to choose. You get to choose. Just like that person that was just flying chose to learn how to fly and carry people or energy, at least themselves, from one point to the other via the sky. How wild is that? It's really wild when you know how to fly too. Honor all the things you do know. So if you're not on a block, this bridge pose is long. So come all the way back down if you're not on a block. Pause and breathe if you're on a block. Enjoy that choice. Just kidding. And then you're going to ground the feet into the earth. We're going to go bridge again. Inhale, hips up. This time I'm coming off the block. Okay? Finding that energy. Throat's open. And then you're going to check in with yourself. Okay? You're going to check in with yourself. I'm just claiming this right now to remind myself I can do it. You do not have to do it. I'm on a block. I'm actually letting my hips settle down so my back doesn't over effort. Drawing the shoulders into the back. Then lifting the hips up, coming up off the earth, breathing into your being, your heart. And then you're going to slowly come back down. Refine the block. I'm going to turn the block down a notch. Come back to the earth and pause here. No matter what you chose, even having to have space around a choice, it's going to make your heart beat. And in that beating heart, breathe. Honor and be. If you're on the block, inhale the hips up, move it off to the side, bring your hips back down. Stretch your arms out from your shoulders, knees roll over to the right. Inhale through the center, and then exhale, knees roll over to the left. Inhale back through the center. Knees can come into your chest. You can do happy baby. You can hold on to your ankles, let your knees fall open. You can stretch your feet up and hold on to your calves or your hamstrings, right? Grounding the thighs down, drawing the core in. And then exhale, bend the knees, feet to the floor, stretch the legs out long. Arms come by your sides. Here we are, Shavasana. Remember when we were standing at the beginning and we felt connected, or I invited the connection to the energetic plane that we're all breathing together? I want you to feel that connection right here, right now. As a human being, lying on the earth, lying on the ground, and then connect all the way to the flame of the earth. Feel the flame of your own heart. Obviously, there is an actual flame, fire, in the center of the earth. Sometimes it explodes in a volcanic eruption. But for now, and then figuratively, there's a flame in your own heart. All the great mystics refer to the flame of the heart. Invite it in. Breathe. And for these first few moments, connect to that ujjayi breath, that triumphant breath. I know we're lying down, so don't be overzealous ever with the breath, but just engage the back of the throat so you can hear yourself breathing. then just release it. And as you release, allow for the dissolve. Allow for the interconnected awareness. And then just come as you breathe in and breathe out, deepening the breath. Deepen your connection to a greater sense of appreciation, even just for this moment. Even for the decision to move and do what you could do today. Wiggle your toes, your fingers, sway your head.
Even Lulu just stretched out. You're gonna bend your knees and roll over to one side and come all the way up into your own little seat.
And as you find that seat, find yourself real. You can feel the change of the blood, the flow. Feel your own heart. Breathe into it. Breathe into your being, your whole being, all parts of you. Hands come together, eyes reclose. We remind ourselves of our truth, of this reality, and our ability to be soulful. Thank you all so much from Lulu and I. And to the great unfolding, right? So many ideas, so many things. I have so many people ask me, you just tell me what I can do for you. You just tell me what I can do. I can't tell you what you can do. It's really becoming a trigger. I know it's just a gesture and a saying we have, but I can't tell people what they can do for me. I really can't. That's that. I appreciate you all, and have a beautiful and lovely day. And you know what you can do is be real and take care of yourself and honor the stars in the sky and breathe vitality into your life and make the connections. These are all so Aquarian and Sag energies, and they're a reminder how much always is changing, right? Even within yourself, even within this little journey. And Pat, thank you. Welcome home. And I hope your adventure was grand. And I will see you guys soon. May everybody have a grand adventure as we move into these darker days of the year, and are reminded that the sun, we will move towards the sun again very, very soon. Ciao.